Hi everybody and welcome back to some more MotoGP 17 here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here. Now in today's episode we're back on the rider career and we're in France for the races around the Le Mans circuit. Now if you haven't seen this series already guys, we've upped the laps to 25%. It's on simulation, the hardest level, all the assists turned off with tyre wear on. This is going to be a real challenging race. Now this is going to be 7 laps around the Le Mans circuit. With tyre wear, are we going to be able to get the right tyres and the compound right? It's going to be really challenging guys, so let's get straight into it and hopefully get on the podium. But if we don't get rain, it could be very, very tricky. So let's get straight into qualifying. So here we go. Right, so here we go on another lap. Now I've just changed the tyre compound to soft rear and soft front. It's not the tyre compound I'm going to go for in the race, but I'm just trying to push. I want to get on the front row of the grid, so I need as much grip as I can, because I am struggling a bit, because the times are pretty quick in this Moto2 race. So let's see if we can get up the inside. Oh God. And I'll tell you another thing guys, I'm glad that it's dry. I don't think it's going to rain for this race, and that's going to make things really, really difficult, because I think tyre wear is going to be a little bit more harder to manage, I think, because in the last race around Jerez it was raining, so the wet tyres weren't wearing as quick. Oh God, just lost it in that turn. Be careful. But in this race we haven't got that luxury, so those tyres are going to wear quite a lot. I think I'm going to go for medium at the front and medium at the rear. 7 laps around this circuit is going to be quite grueling on those tyres, so we're going to just try and manage them as much as we can. That's not too bad around that turn. That turn has been quite an issue for me. It was in the Moto3, but hopefully we can nail that. But we've got to be able to do it 7 times, so we've got to have to get some practice in. Right, get nicely tight into this turn. I'm feeling good. This lap is going to be better than the last one. And yes, oh, we're only just up on the time. Right, we've just got to nail this last sector, and hopefully we can get at least the front row. So we got 4th. It wouldn't be the end of the world if that's the fastest time we get, but let's see if we can just beat it a little bit. I'm pretty sure these tyres are making the difference. Last turn, nice and smooth. Oh, lovely, does it. Right to the line. Are we going to get pole position? It's going to be tight, and yes, we do. Oh, only just though. I'll take that, guys, and hopefully we can get a good result in this race. So here we go. Right guys, so we managed to get pole position, which was good, and I think that was just because we went for the soft option front and rear in that qualifying session to give us a little bit more grip, but we're not going to have that luxury in the race, so let's get straight into it guys, and let's hope for good weather as well. So here we go.
Hello and welcome to Le Mans for the 5th round of the MotoGP World Championship. The preparations for the Moto2 race are complete, and the riders will soon be taking their places on the starting grid for the French Grand Prix. The weather is fine and the temperature is perfect for racing, so we're just waiting to find out which riders have opted for hard tyres and which have gone for the soft.
Right guys, tyre compounds are key. Now I'm going to go for medium front and medium rear. 7 laps is going to be very, very challenging on these tyres. Now I think that they may not have a lot of grip at the start, but I'm hoping into the last stages I'm still going to have enough grip to get a decent result. It's going to be interesting, and to see what the last couple of laps are going to be like on these tyres. Let's see guys, let's get straight into the race and hope we can get on the podiums. Here we go.
Everything's ready for the race to start now. We're just waiting for those lights to go out. And the riders will take these last few seconds to focus on the race ahead.
Right, so here we go with the French GP. Let's see if we can get a good start. We know we're not going to have much grip at the start of this race with the medium tyres, but we've got to try and do our best. Let's see if we can get a good start. We've got a teammate beside us, and we've got Marquez on the front. That wasn't a bad takeoff. Let's see if we can get into this first turn. This corner up the top of the hill is very, very tricky, so you've got to try and nail it. Let's see if we can nail it without any problems. Holding the speed, slow it down, not with lots of grip. Oh God, managed to get in there. Oh, that was absolutely perfect. I will take that all day long. Now we've managed to get away as well. Oh, that is fantastic, but we've got to try and build up a lead in this race. We're not sure how long these tyres are going to last for, and we've got 7 laps in this race, so this is where it's going to get tricky. Right, let's just try and hold it into this turn. Feeling pretty good at the start here. Not as much grip as the soft tyres, but we know they've got to last, so we've just got to put up with this. Now, that's the only thing with the qualifying. You don't get the tyre wear in the qualifying, so it's very tricky to know what tyres to go for. Obviously, you get the effects of how grippy they are, but not after doing several laps do you get the tyre wear. But that is one of the things that you've got to work out. Right, we've managed to pull away still, and that is really good first lap here, and this is what we needed. Right, let's just try and slow it down into this turn. It's not as grippy through here. That's not bad. Oh my God, this has been a brilliant first lap, and we've got to try and get some consistency with the lap times. Now, let's see what we can do on this first lap, and we'll try and work on it. Now, our qualifying time wasn't amazing, but it was just a little bit quicker than they were, and hopefully we can do those sort of times. Let's see what this first lap's going to be like, and that's not too bad. That's a really good start. So we were hitting, I think our fastest lap in qualifying was a 1:38.6. If we can get that sort of pace in these first few laps, we should be okay. And that's not too bad. We still got a decent gap, using the fact that we've got a grip here, and we're just going to see how long that lasts. Now, in 3-lap races, you get a little bit of tyre wear on the soft tyres after coming towards the last stage of the third lap. I think these mediums will last longer than that, but will they last 7? That is the question. Right, let's just try and hold it. The temperature is okay on the tyres, and just trying to manage the grip. It really, oh my God, really didn't have the grip in that turn, but luckily we've got a little bit of distance between us. Just keeping an eye on the gap. It's just over 1.5 seconds, and it's Morbidelli that's in second with Oliveira. So we just got to make sure that we keep them at that sort of distance. If we can keep it sort of 2 seconds and above, that would be fantastic going into the last stages. And we just have to keep an eye on our lap times. Right, let's just try and hold it. Let's see what sort of lap times we can manage here on this second lap, as we started off really well. I think that is key, and they've just caught up slightly at that last split point, so we're not the quickest through there. Oh, there's a crash. Oh God, someone's crashed out. Oh no. As long as it's not anywhere near me, I do not care. Right, let's just try and hold it into this last couple of corners and see what sort of time we've got on this second lap. Oh, that was perfect. Right, hopefully this will be pretty decent over the finish line. And what time? So we just managed to hit a 1:38.7, not quicker than our qualifying lap, but that is decent pace, and hopefully we can carry on doing that. Now we go into the third lap. Let's have a look at the tyre wear. It's not too bad at the moment. There's a little bit of wear on both tyres, and not a huge amount, so it's still got decent grip levels, and we've just got to try and manage that. Right, let's just try and be nice and steady. I'm trying not to accelerate out the turns too much. I think you've got to be really good and try and manage those tyres. You don't want to spin up the back wheel too much or brake too heavy. You don't want to use too much grip early on. And you see like when I brake there, I've got a little bit of a mark left and rubber on the circuit. You don't want to be doing that too often, because that tyre will wear down very quickly. Right, slow it down. Let's try and get nice and steady into here. Really slowing down for that turn. I really hate that turn. Not very good around there, and that's a turn which you will see some effects of tyre wear. Right, we're coming towards the end of this third lap, and we're still doing okay. Let's see what sort of distance we've got between us and second coming into this split point, and that's not too bad through there. And let's have a look at the gap, and yes, it's almost 2 seconds, so we did really well on this lap. Hopefully this lap is slightly quicker. We're just trying to be as smooth as possible, and I think we will start seeing a tad bit of tyre wear in the next couple of laps, so we're just going to have to be aware of that. Right, nicely does it through there. That was nicely done, and let's see what sort of time we've got here over the finish line, and that was slightly quicker than our previous lap, so that was awesome. So we have really put a decent couple of laps in. Let's see if we can just manage that in another lap and just try and keep that gap extending. Nicely does it into there. Be good on the brakes. Oh God, we have started so well around here. Normally this circuit I really struggle on, and it can be very tricky, but so far we've done okay. Right, let's just try and hold it. We've got to try and maintain that sort of pace, and we've got the gap up to nearly 3 seconds. Oh, this is going really, really well. Hopefully we can keep on managing those tyres. Let's get a little bit tighter into that turn, and they are starting to wear slowly. So I think the medium option was a good choice. So I'm happy that I went with them. Right, slow it down into this turn again. Oh God, onto the curb slightly there. Not as good through there as the previous lap, but we still managed it, and we're still keeping that distance between us and second, which is brilliant. But I think we're going to start seeing tyre wear very, very soon. We're going to start feeling a little bit less grip, and whether that will affect our times. Let's see what the split time is on that last. And it's, oh God, we just dropped a little bit of time on this lap, looking at second place, and it's just brought it closer to 2 seconds. So we've just got to keep an eye on that. So we come towards the end of this 4th lap. We're still racing really, really well. Oh God, there's another crash. Hernandez is crashed out, and that is a difficult section to go through. Right, let's see what the time is, and we have dropped a bit of time. So the pace is starting to drop now, and looking at that rear tyre, it is pretty damn worn. So we're going to see a lot of tyre wear now, and effects into the turns. We've got to be really good now because we haven't got as much grip. So I can imagine the times will start dropping now. So at least we've got a bit of buffer there. So hopefully that will be enough towards the end of the race. And yes, oh God, we've managed to extend it. So we actually, they've slowed down as well. But that's, we will see. We've still got 2.5 laps to go. So there's still plenty of time to make a few errors. So let's just keep it nice and steady, and just try and manage these tyres as much as we can. Right, slow it down into this turn. Nicely does it, really slowing down, just trying to be careful, not feeling very grippy now, and just feeling a little bit of resistance on that rear tyre especially. The front one doesn't look too bad, but the back one is down to about halfway, so we definitely haven't got much grip there. And again, not full, God, really not feeling the grip there at all, really having to slow down through there. And let's see, and they've closed the gap slightly as well, but it's still 2 seconds. So we've got 2 laps and a 2-second gap. As long as we don't lose a second a lap, we should be okay. I definitely feel like the times are dropping. I wouldn't be surprised to see this lap was even slower. So we did a 1:39 in the last lap. Let's see what sort of time this one is. And again, I think is a lot slower. And yes, we've dropped another couple of seconds, no, not seconds, 0.2 we've dropped there. And oh God, Morbidelli did a 38.5, so they're still running at a decent pace. Oh no, this is where it gets tricky. They don't seem to have much effect with the tyre wear. The AI seem to be the same sort of pace all the way through the race. This is where it gets really challenging, and that tyre is really, really shot to pieces now. So we're going to really struggle here. Right, just trying to keep it nice and smooth, trying not to accelerate too hard up the hill into this turn. See what the brake and tyre grip is like. Yes, we're feeling it's really, really crap now. And oh God, really struggled there. So just accelerate slightly. Got a bit of a wobble at the back. Definitely finding that traction's not as great now. Slow it down. Oh my God, really affecting us now. This is what I was afraid of. We have got no grip at the rear ends now, and they're closing the gap. We've got another lap to go, guys. We might finish this race with no tyre wear on that rear tyre at all. This is going to be really tough. Right, just try and be careful into this turn. Try and keep it nice and steady. Hopefully it's still a second. Yes, it's still just over a second, but if Morbidelli is going to set another fast lap than he just did in the previous lap, we're in big trouble. And God, dear, really struggling to hold it. Really tough. It's really struggling to get the grip, and we are really going to have to be really clever into this last lap. Right to last turn, and they are really closing on me here. I have got one more lap to go. Can I hold on to this for a victory? And look, we dropped nearly another 0.3 in that lap. We're really struggling here, and that back tyre looks really, really worn. So we're going to have to be careful in this last lap. Try not to lose it. Slow it down, be careful. Oh God, really struggling to stop, and I've got to be careful accelerating out the turn as well. It's not not feeling very good, and they're closed the gap a little bit more there. It's getting really, really tight now. Got to be careful and just slowing it down into that turn, trying to get the grip. It's really, really struggling, and we just managed to get up there, and hopefully we've still got enough distance between us and second. Right, let's just try and carefully accelerate out of this section. Oh my god, I thought I'd lost it then. The back end just wiggled around completely as I tapped on the power, and we're really, really struggling into these last sections. Right, slow it down, slow it down. Oh god, the rear tyre's really, really struggling, and they've caught right up. They're right behind me, so I've got Morbidelli sitting right behind me, and my slipstream going into the last couple of corners. Oh no, this could be spell big trouble. We've got to be careful into this turn. Slow it down. No, Morbidelli's got in front. Oh no, he's taking the lead. Let's just try and hold on. Don't lose it. At least I finished second, and we've got, I think we've got Oliveira right behind us as well. Let's see if we can get Morbidelli into this corner. Slow it down. Can we squeeze up the inside? Oh, what a pass there. Oh, we're going to hold on to it though. We haven't got no grip whatsoever. We've dived into that turn. This is going to be close. Coming to the last corner. I've got to try and nail this. Right, slow it down into the turn, onto the apex. Oh my god, be careful, don't fall off. Last turn, can we get to the end and finish off? I think we are. Oh my dear lord, wasn't that a struggle in those last laps? I almost ruined my race, dear lord. Even on the medium tyres, the final lap was an absolute battle. I had no grip whatsoever. It was a real challenge, but we managed to get away with it and we got a victory. But it shows you how key the compounds are on the races. You've got to be so careful you pick the right tyres. I could have even gone for a hard on the rear. The medium was okay on the front, but on the rear, medium wasn't good enough over 7 laps. But luckily we maintained a decent lead. If we hadn't got that lead going into those final laps, we wouldn't have been able to finish, probably not even in the top 10, as their times were still a lot better than ours. But there you go guys, we gain another victory, but that was very, very tough, and it's only going to get harder as we go further into this walkthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up. Let's try and get 50 likes on this video, and I will see you soon for the next one in Italy in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.